Welcome back, and this week we're going to talk about the importance of understanding and being aware of transference. Now, when we're interacting with a client, things are constantly being transferred from the client to the coach or from the coach to the client. It can involve unconsciously transferring feelings, attitudes, beliefs, perspectives about situations, perhaps from the past or towards the future. We're constantly transferring, projecting the past into the future, or regressing about what happened and putting that into the present. And throughout that process, if we have good rapport and we have good trust, it's almost impossible for there not to be some kind of transference between the coach and the coachee. When we're being empathetic and relating to the person, in order to have a high degree of sensory acuity, we almost have to sort of identify with how they're feeling. And during that process, it's quite easy to take on some of their feelings, or perhaps give them some of ours. And in that process, we don't enable the client to fully be empowered and help themselves. And if we're not aware of this transference process, it's probably happening in an unhelpful manner within the coaching dynamic. You know, the subconscious mind is constantly looking to kind of recognize patterns. You know, it's matching tendencies between how we behave, how we believe. A person might come to a coaching session perhaps wanting the coach to play a more parenting role, a more nurturing role, a more advising role. So we've got to be careful about, are we meeting those preconceived ideas? And is that really helping the client? And all of this happens subconsciously, often through the process of transference. And whilst we can't eliminate it entirely, we can look at what transference is being helpful towards the session and what transference is being unhelpful towards the client's progression. So my challenge for you this week is to really become aware of how transference is occurring in each session and ensure that you're not transferring any of your beliefs, feelings, values and attitudes onto the client, and allowing them and giving them the freedom to make their own choices about their feelings, perspectives and ideas. Equally, it's important to be able to let go at the end of the session of what's just happened in the session. The trauma or significance or emotions or thoughts, all that energy that bubbles up during the session, leaving that to one side, letting that go, allowing that to be the client stuff and not taking it on board. So we can be fresh and present for the next client, ensuring that we're not absorbing any transference from the client. So for this week, put transference front of mind and see the impact that makes to your coaching.